What is the perfect video length for YouTube? You've probably heard people tell you it's between 2 to 3 minutes, or other people might say between 3 to 5 minutes, don't go over 5 minutes. And others will tell you 10 minutes on the nose. That's the perfect video length because you can run mid-roll ads. Well, I'm here to tell you from experience, having produced 5,000 videos on YouTube that got over 1 billion views, having grown YouTube channels from scratch to tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions of subscribers, and having co-founded the #1 gaming network on YouTube 7 years ago. I've been doing this full-time, helping creators for 7 years. I can tell you from experience, anyone that gives you a specific number, that is your magic number, that's the best video length on YouTube, is an amateur. They have no idea what they're talking about. Don't listen to them anymore. They have really no clue about YouTube content strategy. There is no magic number. However, there is a way for you to reach the best conclusion for your strategy and for your channel that is actually quite simple. And all I'm asking in this video is that you stick around and you pay attention to what I have to say and absorb this information. This is based on lots of failures and lots of successes in producing content strategies and producing content on this platform. And I'm telling you, this is the best way to think about it that's going to carry you into the long term. Okay, here's how you do it. First step, when you're trying to determine what your perfect video length is understanding your 3 motivations for making content. There are only 3 motivations. Motivation number 1 is growing your audience. Motivation number 2 is making money. And motivation number 3 is fulfilling your creative needs. You need to understand which of these motivations is your top motivation to understand what your video length should be. Cool? 3 motivations: money, growth, and creativity. Cool? Once you understand what your top motivation is, then when you're making decisions on what your video length should be on your channel, you can make more intelligent decisions. So let me run a scenario by you. You're deciding whether you are going to produce a 5-minute video on your channel that you love making, that gets you 1,000 views per video, but only makes you $50. Okay. Decision number 2 is you produce a 10-minute video that you hate making, that gets 500 views per video, and you make $100, double the money. Which one do you pick? That's really hard to decide which one you pick. Just out of the blue, right? Which one's better, 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Well, in one, you're making more money than the other. In one, you love making the content versus hating it. And in one, you're getting more views versus the other. But there are trade-offs in terms of your creativity, your financial goals, and audience growth in choosing either video length. So, which one would you pick? Well, you need to understand what your motivations are. If the 10-minute video is something that you love, then you need to pick the 10-minute video if creativity and fulfilling yourself creatively is your #1 priority. If financial gain is your #1 priority, then maybe you should make the 5-minute video because those 5-minute videos are making you more money. Perhaps audience growth is your #1 priority, then maybe the 5-minute video is your best option. But you have to understand your motivations to select between the 10-minute video and the 5-minute video in this example. That might sound complex, but it's actually quite simple, right? You test different content lengths on your channel, you test different formats on your channel, and you find out which ones generate more audience growth, which ones generate more money, and which ones creatively fulfill you the most. Find out which one of those 3 categories is the most important to you, and the perfect video length is now secured for your channel. Wow. Seriously, it's that simple. Is your mind blown? Maybe, maybe not. Everybody out there who's giving advice on YouTube, most, are telling you audience growth is everything. Look at your audience retention. Look and see which thumbnails are giving you the most clicks. Well, guess what? Audience growth is just one of 3 important parts of being a creator and 3 important parts of your motivation and why you're doing this on YouTube. If you're only taking advice on how to grow your audience, then you're missing out on 2/3 of the equation, and the person giving you advice is an amateur. Focus on your strategy. Focus on your motivations and let those drive your content strategy. My name is Andrew Awall, and if you'd like one-on-one advice from me, I coach YouTubers, I coach creators, live streamers, podcasters, entrepreneurs on how to become successful through online video. There's a link in the description below to my Patreon. You can join. I do mini channel reviews, live streams, one-on-one coaching sessions, and I help out all of my patrons on a daily basis, answering their questions along the way. I hope this was useful to you, and don't listen to anybody who gives you a flat number. That easy answer isn't right.